Welcome to the channel, Met Cancer, Metabolic, Not Genetic. I'm your host, Vince Gledhill. Now in today's video, Professor Seyfried starts with a quote from Leo Tolstoy, and it is so poetic and precise a description of what's going on, it's absolutely chilling. He then goes on to describe the current paradigm and the dogma that is installed within the cancer industry. Please consider supporting the channel by visiting metcancer.com/support. And if you enjoy the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for the latest in metabolic therapy. I give you Professor Thomas Seyfried.
When we look at the Tolstoy comment regarding something like this, it's what he said is that the most difficult subjects can be explained to the most slow-witted man if he has not formed any idea of them already. But the simplest thing cannot be made clear to the most intelligent man if he has been firmly persuaded in what he already knows, without a shadow of a doubt what is laid before him. You take a guy who really doesn't have a dog in the fight, but understands the problem. He's more apt to embrace something that makes sense and has potential, rather than the individual that's already locked into a standard practice that's very comfortable. There's no motivation for him to change and doesn't want to know or even understand what it would require. And this goes through humankind across time and space. And that's what we're confronted with when we view cancer as a mitochondrial metabolic disorder rather than as a genetic disorder. And that's the theory. The theory is that cancer is a mitochondrial metabolic disorder. It is not a genetic disorder. We published many, many papers on this, and people just simply don't want to hear about it. They're very comfortable in knowing that we can use all of these extremely toxic drugs and procedures and the new immunotherapies based on the genetic theory of cancer. These are not going to work for the majority of people. It's just going to prolong suffering and death. Right now, we have over 1,700 people a day dying from cancer in the United States, which is about 70 an hour. And we're not changing this at all. It's getting worse and worse every year. And the industries are making money hand over fist. Everybody seems to be happy. The federal government gives out massive hundreds of millions of dollars in grant support, hunting down genes for precision medicine, which makes no sense in light of the new understanding of what cancer is. And it clearly has not led to any major advances in improving overall survival for the majority of people. So when you look at the science tells us cancer is a mitochondrial metabolic disorder. And if one were to treat patients according to this theory, the outcome will be significantly better. Whether it leads to cures or not, we're not sure, but we certainly can be sure that the individuals who have cancer can live a lot longer with a healthier quality of life, better quality of life. Whether or not they're cured, we don't, as I said, we don't know. It would be to all of our advantages to take the next step into the zone, because it's supported by what the science is telling us. Whereas the current strategies, the science tells us this is not correct. Genes are not the cause of cancer. Genes are an effect. They're an effect of the abnormal metabolism, not the cause of the dysregulated growth. So we're chasing effects. We're not dealing with the core issue of what the nature of this disease is. And that's why we have such a tragedy today, not only in the United States, but worldwide as well.
Now, if you like this video, please click here to subscribe, or to further educate yourself, click here.